Well, your first album was released in 1997.
Yes.
It's called Enter.
Yes.
What are your thoughts on that album now, 10 years later?
Well, looking back on that is like thinking how we were at that moment, and Good Invitation was a hobby band, but a hobby band with the intention to make the music, to do it still in the right way, you know, no concessions at all, and we still have that, of course, but it's more like, at that time was like, for a hobby band sometimes people don't have a certain idea how they want, what kind of music they want to make, but also not, if they normally don't make a concept of an idea, and we all had figured out for ourselves, like, okay, this is the kind of music we want to make, and this is how we want to present ourselves. We had a good idea about how to present ourselves, and I think that's something pretty unusual for a band which is just a hobby band.
And music-wise?
Music-wise, it's just a mixture of all things we liked, and it just became how we sounded, and it was pretty new at the time. So I think, but also because we mixed so many different kind of styles together.
Okay, if you, what sort of styles do you hear? I mean, bands that you like?
I hear, well, the death metal vocals, of course, and so the death metal influences of that moment, and the Celtic influences, the folk kind of things that we liked, like Dead Can Dance, and it was a mixture of a lot of kind of music that I listened to at that time. And although other people might not hear that kind of music in it, but for me it's a mixture of all the things I was listening to.
Well, and 3 years later you released Mother Earth.
Yes.
Your thoughts on that album?
A little bit older, a little bit more knowledge about how we want to sound. Even again, of course, you grow, of course. So we had a better picture of how we wanted to sound. We didn't want to have the grunt vocals anymore. Felt like that everybody was using that as a gimmick and didn't want to have it in our music anymore because of that. Mainly because we'd done it. So, and also we were very much influenced by a movie. At that time, Braveheart, and which was for very Celtic, and that's how the whole album became very Celtic, because we were so in love with the soundtrack of the Braveheart movie. So inspired by that, that album came out in that way that it turned out to be.
And then, well, music-wise, well, I think it's your breakthrough album.
Yeah, absolutely.
What are your thoughts on the songs now?
On the songs now, I still love that album very much. I think it's I think all the songs were very born in a way, and came together very in a natural way. So like the songs were sometimes written in a day, and it did take time to work it out more the way it sounded in the end. But it was like the idea, the whole concept of certain songs were written mostly in one day. The chorus and the verses.
Okay.